Alright, so I'm Conor Goodwin and I'm going to be talking about Newtonian fluids and non-Newtonian fluids. A Newtonian fluid continues to grow regardless of the forces acting on it. The shear stress and strain rate is linear, the constant of proportionality being the coefficient of viscosity, which is the measure of resistance of a fluid being deformed by stress. What all this means is that the size of the drops is related directly to the thickness of the fluid, all else being equal. An equation to solve for the shear stress exerted by the fluid is fluid viscosity times the strain rate. The biggest difference that's present in a non-Newtonian fluid is that a constant coefficient of viscosity cannot be defined. The relation between the shear stress and the strain rate is nonlinear, and even can be time dependent. Multi-viscosity motor oil, which changes viscosity with temperature, is a common example. Also, Newtonian fluids obey Newton's laws, but non-Newtonian fluids do not. Water is an example of a Newtonian fluid, and some non-Newtonian fluids include catsup, paint, liquid detergent, liquid polymers, and a variety of other liquids. Okay, so to demonstrate a non-Newtonian liquid, I'll be using Heinz ketchup. Ketchup is a thixotropic fluid, which means the fluid viscosity will decrease over time given a constant shear. In other words, it's going to be difficult for the ketchup to begin moving out of the bottle, but once it starts flowing, it's going to continue to do so freely. I'm already starting with the ketchup bottle facing downward, so it doesn't take too long for the ketchup to start coming out of the bottle. Now I'm going to unscrew the cap and wait to see how long until it comes out. As more ketchup begins coming out of the bottle, the viscosity is decreasing, which means that the resistance of the fluid is being deformed more and more by the stress acting upon it. If this were a Newtonian fluid, then it would flow freely as soon as I unscrewed the cap. The viscosity is not constant because over time more and more ketchup is coming out and making its way onto the plate. Also, it's not grouping together, it's coming out in different blobs and not just all joined together and coming out in one stream.